Hello everyone. It is a pleasure to be here with my colleagues from CKB Bank. In this presentation we will debunk some myths and misconceptions about contact centers, and we will showcase a project we are implementing together to address the challenges posed by the era of communication and information. You've seen the title of our presentation. Yes, you've seen the title of our presentation, and now you can see this slide, and seeing this slide, you're not seeing anything new. A tale as old as time, customer experience is really important. And I think I could even sing this one, but yes, customer experience is really important, and contact centers play a significant role in the perception of the quality of customer experience in banks, especially today when everything is becoming digital. And digital customer experience is so important that it affects the choice of a bank. And we all know that, but there are certain misconceptions about contact centers and their role in the overall customer journey. As the banking industry adapted to the new communication channels, it became increasingly evident that gone are the days of clients waiting for a week for their tickets to be resolved via some email correspondence, even though email is still relevant as a channel. And each generation is accustomed to a specific communication channel, and they want you to be there as well. Diversification of communication channels is not going to contribute to the better customer experience. In fact, reports show that organizations often struggle to combine different communication channels in a way that produces actual value for the agent and ultimately for the client. Multi-channel experience is not the same as omnichannel experience, and for the proper omnichannel experience, it's not enough to just integrate different communication channels, but you need to be ready to immediately recognize your client, to get instant access to the entire communication history, no matter if it was executed via voice, Viber, email, or any other communication channel, and you need to understand the context. And your understanding of the context is how the client will feel about the current interaction. On the left side of this slide, you can see a mixed number of screens that an agent needs to keep track of at all times. While on the other side, you can see the agent dashboard of our own omnichannel contact center solution Connect. As the number of communication channels is growing, now we have video calls, which can be used for authentication and completing more banking operations remotely. And yes, there are certain misconceptions about contact centers, and those banks who invest in coaching agents to show empathy during the interactions while keeping track of the time and knowing how to end the interaction, those banks will thrive when it comes to the customer success. Well, also, I want to ask you a question just to think about it. How many of you remember your last customer experience? Well, if the customer experience was good, you probably won't think of it at all. Reports show that in 2024, clients want effortless experiences, not unforgettable ones. And here's an example. Let's say I order groceries online, and there are several possible outcomes. The reality is that most of us would expect the third scenario, where everything goes smoothly. I think that many of us would say that the fourth scenario is the best one, but how many of us would realistically expect it? Well, I don't think many of us would realistically expect it, because unforgettable experiences are expensive, and they are subject to some personal preferences which data cannot reveal. What happens when you are facing a problem with some product or service as is that you want to file a complaint via your preferable communication channels. And there are many ways to do it today, but I think I speak in the name of the most when I say that we would probably pick up the phone and call the company. And yes, we expect the agents to have the highest availability via voice channel. And voice channel is highly relevant that it would be a mistake neglecting it in favor of digital communication channels. Well, research shows that average waiting time is not as crucial of a factors as company believe, but first call resolution or first contact resolution, to be more precise, matters a lot more. Clients will be okay with waiting for about 2 minutes. Between the second and third minute, they get antsy, and everything above 3 minutes really affects the satisfaction of the received support. Another common misconception is about average handling time. And this is a very tricky one, because companies aim for the agents to finish their interactions as quickly as possible, to be ready to service as many clients as possible. However, clients build relationships with agents during interactions, and they want to stay on the call or on the chat while the agent is trying to solve their problem, and they do not believe that the agent will resolve their problem remotely after the interaction. And once again, those banks who invest in coaching agents to show empathy, those banks who coach agents to keep track of time and to know when to end the interactions, those banks will definitely thrive when it comes to the customer satisfaction. And you can be a proactive bank and tackle this stereotype by implementing a solution such as Logate's CX360 Complaint Manager, which can help you tackle omnichannel complaints for complex issues and forward them automatically to the relevant departments so they can be resolved more efficiently. We always say that the good or effortless customer experience comes from the good employee experience. If your contact center department is equipped with all the necessary tools to make their work efficient, this ultimately brings more profits to the bank, especially if it's used for sales or debt collection instead of just customer service. Even though it was believed that the importance of contact centers is decreasing, as some self-catering and more chat options became mainstream, it is actually increasing. And for our region, this cannot be more true, because when facing some problem or issue with some product or service, we all tend to call and complain. To harness the full potential of contact center, we are now implementing and integrating two Logate solutions, CX360 Complaint Manager and Connect omnichannel contact center solution for CKB Bank, the largest commercial bank in Montenegro. I will now invite my colleagues Marina and Vojin to walk you through the process.
Hello everyone, my name is Marina. I am head of contact center in CKB Bank Montenegro. As Mima said, CKB is the largest commercial bank in Montenegro, so we have, let's say, the responsibility to serve such a big number of clients that entrusted us confidence in the best possible way. So improved customer experience is definitely our short and long-term goal. From the contact center perspective, there is no good customer experience without good employee experience. In that sense, we decided to upgrade our current contact center solution that was rather obsolete and out of date with a new and more modern one. We decided to choose Logate and build a relationship with it, not only as a vendor, but also as a partner for all further improvements of the solution. I can say that this collaboration was a win-win solution since we have possibility to work with local vendor who has great experience with such a big number of clients, not only from banking but also from other industries, And also Logate can work on improvements of its solution by working with the biggest bank in Montenegro. Let me now explain you how one ordinary day in contact center in CKB looks like, and what are the benefits of our new solution. First of all, we had situation when client calls contact center, our agents didn't have information who is calling until they perform soft identification. But now with new solution, we will have the possibility to know who is calling, to fully identify the client, and also greet the client by name, which is now in line with our new strategy and more personal approach of the bank towards the clients. Furthermore, imagine a situation when client is calling contact center from some reason several times and has to explain his issue each time to the different agent, which is such a waste of time and energy and only increases dissatisfaction of our clients. Now, this used to be the case in CKB, but not anymore. Now, with new solution, our agents will be able to see the history of communication with client, and they can act promptly and help the client immediately. Also, previously it was not possible for me as a supervisor to participate in the call with client and assist the agent, especially for longer calls, which could result in possible complaints from the clients. But now I have also the possibility not only to listen to the call, but also to participate in call and increase the client's satisfaction. Also, we had overlapping with other departments' activities. For example, with marketing department, because they used to be in charge of our social networks, so they had to forward us the communication with clients, and then we answer to them, and then they answer the client. So this so-called ping-pong communication increases the time to answer to our clients and result also in client dissatisfaction. Now this new solution, Connect, is also integrating all channels in one platform, and it creates more lean process and better customer experience. There is also one good news for our new generations, millennials and Generation Z, is that we are introducing video calls and preparing prerequisites for remote client onboarding. And last but not least, me as a supervisor, I will have all KPIs live and in one place, so I can act promptly and improve organization management. To sum up, we find that this solution will be great asset and support for our realization of our contact center strategy, and we believe that our bank will be the leader in new trends in our market and start using AI wherever there is qualitative data and set a standard for user experience in the banking industry in Montenegro. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vojin. I'm the head of the Customer Care and Customer Experience Department in CKB Bank in Montenegro. As my both colleagues said, CKB Bank is the biggest bank in Montenegro, but they forgot one more thing. The CKB Bank is the best bank in Montenegro, and we're working hardly every single day to improve our system and the customer care system to our clients. Knowing mentality in Montenegro, especially when something is not right, we want to have everything immediately. We want to have all our problems resolved now, and we don't want to wait. So in order to have that, me and my team think how we're going to make something that we going to respond to our clients on a time of the heartbeat. And when you're listening now, I see my time is running already. And when you're listening now, how you're going to respond, especially when it comes to the banks, when you have such a big amount of the clients like we have, and so many rules, regulations, system, loans, services, everything, you need to have problems, and you will have it because no one is perfect. But how are you going to fix the things on a time of the heartbeat and give the information as fast as possible? During all these years, CKB Bank was working on amazing program that our I team made, and during all these years we have amazing results, how we was dealing with complaints and how they were ending up to the right person. However, we wanted to make the step forward, and on that step forward, we have an honor to meet the brilliant and professional people who can help us and go with us on the next phase and be faster. There was the team of the people who give us suggestions what we can do and how we're gonna speed up the system. On the time that we were thinking how we're gonna do it, we still have the people waiting, and they wanted to be faster and faster and faster. We were getting the level that everything that we need to do need to be two things, simple and fast. Being simple is the easiest thing, but also the hardest thing. With saying that, I'm just going to walk you through quickly what we did, what was before, and what is now. Before, from the 9 to 14 steps to get to the basic answer to the client, we end up now to having solution with the 4 clicks, and we already have the answers to the client. That saves us a lot of and tons of time, and also to speed up the old process that we have right now. With an average time for a basic or a little more detailed complaint, we spend 8 to 15 days. Now we are already on the 80% of the complaints that we're dealing on the first 72 hours. So we end up to the 3 days of resolution. With a group structure, on the past, when we have a complaint and it comes to our bank, we have a team of people who are going to resolve the problem. Now we made it 12 experts teams. As a best bank, we have the best experts, and also we work there on an employee experience. We give them a credit for the all hard work they do, and we give them the title and separate them on the teams so that every single problem goes straight to the right place. With the basic structure of the client and information that we have on the first page, now we move to the 360 view. With the 360 view, we can see all the data and all the history that we have for the client on a first click. Also with a manual look on every single complaint in which stage it is, now we have automatic system that gives us the timelines, give us the reminders, they give us new reminders to the next level, how the complaint can be solved as fast as it can. So this is just a few things that we implement with the new program that we have, and our goal is now to have at least 70% of our complaints resolved, to be resolved in the first 24 hours. As we've been hearing all these days, and especially on a Technobank, that digitalization and the new system and everything new comes, we also going to have a new small problems and how we're going to deal when the customer is not happy. We strongly believe this is the amazing platform that can help to any bank and to have the customer experience on a higher level that we're doing right now in a CKB Bank. Thank you so much for listening.
Almost every presentation this year talks about artificial intelligence, and we will be no different. Generativna vještačka inteligencija se smatra igračem koji mijenja igru kada se radi o kontakt centrima, bilo da se radi o efikasnosti i načinu rada samih korisnika sistema, bilo da se radi o raznim opcijama samousluge koja se nudi klijentima. Ono što u ovom našem regionu i na ovim našim jezičkim područjima može biti problem jeste kada se chatbot bori da razumije kontekst konverzacije. Ono na čemu sada radimo jesu voice i chat botovi koji će biti u stanju da razumiju ove naše lijepe jezike, da odgovaraju i čak i da pokreću akcije. A kao što je i kolega Vojin naglasio, sljedeći put kad se budemo vidjeli imat ćemo što da vam prikažemo i u ovom dijelu. Za sam kraj poslužila bih se dvijema riječima koje su toliko jednostavne, a koje šalju toliko jasnu i snažnu poruku i odražavaju suštinu kvalitetnog odnosa sa klijentima. Te dvije riječi je i CKB banka uzela za svoj slogan, a one glase tu smo. Hvala na pažnji.